So we're not specifically signaling out one comment with this one, yet we are addressing a question we've been getting a lot since the release of Dissociation Made Simple, and that is, what about self-diagnosis? Whenever I get a what about question, I tend to counter with, well, what about it? I know there's a lot of concern, especially because of TikTok and other social media platforms, that a lot of people out there, especially young people, are self-diagnosing. So a couple thoughts on that. If you hear professionals or psychiatrists articulating their concern about self-diagnosis, I consider you to wonder, is it because they're afraid that they're not going to be relevant in the future, or that they're not relevant now? Because the burgeoning of information has now empowered people to really inquire for themselves. And there are a lot of professionals that are very threatened by that. I will tell you this as somebody who's on the inside of this professional community. That's very much the case. So about diagnosis in general, it's something I have a love-hate relationship with, because I think sometimes a person getting the right diagnosis can really help them to feel seen and heard and be set on the right path for healing. Sometimes I think we can get too caught up in the label or the identity of a diagnosis. And so I think the usefulness of any diagnosis is it empowering us on a path towards healing. And for some of us, that starts as self-diagnosis through information inquiry like we do in these public psychology spaces. That may lead you to seek out the correct professional who can then formally diagnose you. So again, what about self-diagnosis? And is social media this evil scourge because it's been promoting self-diagnosis? Again, what about it? I said in the original video I posted on Is DID a Fad? I would rather see things be over-labeled and discussed, or over-identified than discussed or honed in some way, than under-labeled or hidden away in closets and never identified. I think the idea of people being able to get information about their own conditions does fundamentally democratize even the playing field of healing. And we, for one, as a plural system, celebrate it.